No kidding, is he really?
All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making the plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. Great eye in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace up the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Network. All sports, all plays. Network. We on top of our game. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays.
Hello and welcome to the pregame show on the ASAP network. Today I'm joined by my man Landon over there. How you doing today, bud?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm here, ready for a new year. And we're also joined by Mr. Bears fan himself, Mr. Messeround. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
All right. I know two of you guys are happy that you're in the playoffs, and I'm sitting here by myself. So, all right. First off, let's talk about the T-shirts. If you want to be fan of the month, mess around. How can they get a free T-shirt?
You can get one of these awesome T-shirts by you can win one by being the viewer of the month by having the most comments, sharing, liking our videos.
All right. And then Landon, if they don't want to share, like, or comment because, for whatever reason, how can they get one of those awesome shirts?
You can contact anybody here. We can get you a T-shirt. It says $25 there, but that's not right. It's actually $14.99 for shipping and handling, and we can get you your own shirt.
All right. All right, Will's already starting with the comments. Loves that jersey. So, all right, let's get it going. Let's bring up that first slide there, Nate. On an awesome Saturday weekend of sports there, NFL Saturday. Yep. All right, there we go. Playoff picture. First games yesterday. And all right, we start with the Buffalo Bills versus the Colts. Landon, give me a little breakdown on the final there.
Yeah, so 20-24, this game is closer than what people expected. There's no doubt about that. I thought the Bills were going to run away with this one. I actually had them winning by 7, though. Josh Allen played Josh Allen. We can basically expect that week in and week out. But this run game, they didn't get enough attempts. And I think that's why the score is what it is. We all know that Colts defense is dominant. Another thing I need to talk about here is the play calling by the Colts. I like that comment. Was way too early. Knowing the situation, I would have used them in the last 2 minutes on that final drive. And I think it was a fumble. They got bailed out there. They should have won the game because of the fumble, but remember, they didn't get it. So that really screwed them over going into it. And they should have never went for 2 early in the game. They should have taken the 13-7 lead. But they went for it, didn't get it, and the Bills took it down and scored. So there was just a lot of questionable play calls, and I think if they were even a little bit more accurate, then the Colts would have won this game. But if it weren't for the bad play calling, it would have been – we would have seen the Colts beat the Bills in the first round.
All right. Messeround, what do you got?
Yeah, I know it says that I did pick the Bills before the game started, but during the game I was totally going for the Colts. I was rooting for the underdog. I wanted to see the Colts win, but it didn't happen. I think a lot of it, they really, like Landon was saying, that when they had to review that fumble play, it really killed their momentum because they were moving the ball pretty good up to that point. And then they had to stop it to review it, which rightfully so they should have. I thought it should have been a fumble, honestly, but, it was a really good game. Came down to the wire, probably closer than most people expected. I don't know. I had it pretty close myself, but I liked the game. It was good.
Yeah, I think overall, I think we all had it pretty close. I see we all picked them to win. So it wasn't really a shock to me. The fumble, depending on how you look at it, cost them the game or didn't cost them a game, but they reviewed it. So, but do we think this is Phillip Rivers' last game?
I think so.
That's all? Oh, I'm sorry, Landon.
So I don't think he'll stay with the Colts one more year because they did a lot this year. Nobody expected them to. So if I was him, I'd stay another year, but I doubt it.
All right. How about you, Messeron? You think it's Phillip Rivers last year?
No, he's got like 18 kids to support. He's got to play another year. Come on.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he comes back for another year.
Yeah, I think he'll have that revenge tour on him. Took him.
I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see. So, all right, let's move on to the next game. All right. Yeah, the Rams versus the Seahawks. All right, Landon. Nate, give us that rant morning.
Yeah,
there you go, Landon. It's all you.
Here we go. The Seahawks need an offensive line. Without an offensive line, we're not going to do anything. Russell Wilson cannot scramble out of the pocket every single play. We have the receivers. We have the running backs. We don't have the offensive line. The defense played as good as they could. And to be honest, I think the run game stop should have been a lot better, but it wasn't. If we can get an offensive line, this team is deadly. I don't care about the Rams defense, like Trey said. I don't care. We still put up 20 points. If we had an offensive line, Russell Wilson would have put up 2 more touchdowns. I stand by that, but we don't have an offensive line, so he's rolling out every single play. That play where he found DK was just lucky he broke the zone. That would have not happened. If we wouldn't have had an offensive, or if we would have had an offensive line, he would have sat in the pocket and thrown dimes to Tyler Lockett, David Moore, and DK Metcalf all game long, and we would have taken this game by 20 points.
All right. So we got Landon's side. Messeron, what do you think?
Honestly, I didn't get to watch most of this game. I saw bits and pieces because I had to work, but I'm the only one that picked the Rams to win this game, so there's that. From what I did see, it looked like the Rams are going to run away with it, and then they ended up pulling away at the end. So Goff with that touchdown pass at the end there. I thought the Rams defense was going to be too much for Seattle, and it proved that it was. So
yeah, I went with Seattle. I mean, can't deny it, but I mean, for it to be a 10-point game, you got to give both teams credit. I mean, they're the only game that really had a run game going too, I believe. The other games really didn't have much of a run game. But do we have any update on Donald? Did he come back at all, or
he
any update?
Didn't come back. He sat on the sideline, but it looks like a broken rib. So we'll see if he wants to play through it the divisional because they're going to get destroyed. So they probably will want Aaron Donald, but I don't know.
Okay. So are we shocked that after the starter went down that Goff came in and they didn't go to the third string Landon?
I think it was a saving grace for the Rams because, he was playing pretty good. I can't lie. He was throwing pretty good passes, but he's just so small, and that defensive line and he takes too much time in the pocket. That defensive line was getting to him. But, Jared Goff, love him or hate him, he can get the ball out quick. It might not be accurate, but it can be quick. So it didn't give time for the front to get to him, and that's ultimately why they won this game. And, Cam Akers, obviously. Jared Goff didn't have a very good game. Cam Akers ran the ball good, but Jared Goff didn't get sacked, and that's the main thing. He could get the ball out.
Yeah, I think one of our fellow ASAP Network guys will probably disagree that golf was the answer. So, Messeron, you got anything else to add to this lovely game, Seahawks and Rams?
I wish I did, but like I said, I was working, so I didn't get to see a whole lot of the game. So
Yeah, it sucks when you got to work. I know how that feels. So, all right, Nate, let's go to the next one. All right. Look at mess around 2 and 3
Yeah.
this week. So
He went 3 for 3.
3 for 3. You're exactly right. All right, mess around. Tell us a little bit about the Washington Bucks game.
same thing. I didn't get to watch most of this. I was at work, so pretty much one thing I thought it was going to be. I thought the Bucks had too much offensively for that defense to handle. Even though that defense is great, they got a lot of young guys on there to get to the quarterback, but I don't know if that happened or not because, like I said, I didn't get to watch it. So,
Oh yeah. So all right, Landon, what do you got?
I like Will's comment there because I think it was a saving grace Alex Smith didn't play. Listen, it's simply because that guy's scrambling ability is insane.
Yeah.
Like that diving touchdown where he dived out for like five yards, I think, and hit the pylon and scored. That took so much momentum. And I love how Chase Young ran to the end zone and was pointing at his name on his jersey, saying, this is my guy. So, and I like the question Will just put up. Is he the QB moving forward? I think, yes, Alex Smith is getting old. I love him and I love his journey. But just look how he played against Tampa, and that defense is pretty good. I mean, and he put up 23 points against them. So one thing that disappointed me was Chase Young. He talked all that smack and didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'll agree. I think Heineken is the guy to take him to the future. I was hoping Alex Smith was going to play, and I was kind of riding him. Hopefully, to a Super Bowl run, but I knew it was far-fetched. But well, I realistically wanted the commissioner just to come out and say that your Super Bowl champs are the Washington football team. It was just
Because of
something like
COVID.
that.
Just because of
Yeah,
COVID.
exactly.
They win.
Exactly. So with this game, does it kind of settle the question on with New England that Brady was New England, or is it still up in the air that Belichick was the mastermind behind that? Landon, I'll go with you.
I think it's both. I mean, he took Cam Newton. I mean, he was coming off injuries, and I don't like to slaughter Cam Newton, but I'm going to because he had a terrible year. And Belichick kind of make it work. I'm pretty sure they had 5 wins, right? With that terrible, terrible team. If you look at their roster, it's terrible. And there was a lot of injuries on the defensive side. So I think it was both. But Tom Brady can go to this team with Bruce Arians and all those wide receiver weapons, and he can make it work. But it's because of those wide receiver weapons. If he had the same weapons he had at New England over to Tampa, he would have the exact same record that the Patriots did this year. It's because he got those weapons, and he did the smart thing by leaving New England because he knew they were on the downfall. But I think it's both. I think Belichick's still a great coach, but when you have the greatest quarterback of all time, I'm sure that helps out too.
All right, Master, what do you think?
yeah, I think it goes both ways. I mean, I think they're both great together. I don't think one makes the other any better. Brady has all these weapons this year that he never had in New England, and like Antonio Brown and Mike Evans. The closest he had to that was Randy Moss. So, yeah, I thought he should have had it. He should have played better than what he did. I know they came on strong late. So,
well, Amendola and Edelman, they were pretty good in New England in their prime. But I agree. There's nothing like Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and Mike Evans. But he had weapons a few years back. He had, Gronk, Edelman, Amendola, and that's really all I can think of. But he made it work, right? He won a lot of Super Bowls.
Well, and that's the thing is you look back at his run with New England, and you can only name off 2-3 guys that jump at the top of your head. Randy Moss being one of them, and he did what he did for X amount of years and got to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, part of me thinks I'd probably go like 70-30 that it's Brady and
I
Belichick
agree.
together, because, I mean, your quarterback takes you to the promised land. Defense wins championships. And, Belichick was the mastermind behind it. It's kind of like the, debate on, was it Phil Jackson or was it the Bulls or the Lakers, kind of
Right.
take. All right. So let's move on to the next slide here. There we are. All right. So today, Titans versus the Ravens. All right, Mr. Messeround, who do you got in that one?
Guys, it's going to be a really good game. I'm going to go with the Titans, though, only because I don't think the Ravens can stop Derrick Henry. I think Henry's going to run all over them like he's been doing to every team this year. So unless they can stop Henry, that's the only chance they got to win. Shut Henry down, you got the game. But I'm going to go with the Titans, 24-17.
All right, Landon, what you got?
This is going to be a good one. I've been back and forth all week on this one. It comes down to, can the Ravens stop Derrick Henry? We all know he's going to get 150 yards, right? But can they limit the touchdown? They're going to have to limit something. They're going to have to find something to limit, put it on Ryan Tannehill. I mean, we all know he can throw the ball. But I'm going to take Baltimore in this one simply because I know Lamar Jackson can stick with Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown, Corey Brewer, all that. So I'm going to go with the Ravens in a close one. It's going to be a low-scoring one. I'm going to go with the Ravens 27-24 in this one.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to, can the Ravens stop Henry, like you guys said? And can Lamar Jackson actually produce as a quarterback? He's got to do something. But, yeah, it's going to be a close one. I think Titans are going to win this one close. Henry's, like Landon said, probably 150 yards, a touchdown, maybe 2, 3, 4, 6. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think we're all in agreement that it's Titans today, or did I miss what Messeround said?
I was taking the Titans.
Okay, so we're all on the Titan bandwagon. All right. Next game, Nate. All right, the Saints versus those mighty Chicago Bears who barely got in. So, Landon, I'll let you start with this one. Who do you got?
I got the Chicago Bears simply because I don't think Drew Brees can roll out. He can't get away from Khalil Mack, Akeem Hicks, and I feel like they can stop Alvin Kamara out of the backfield. Their defense is really good, and Trubisky's been playing pretty good. Allen Robinson, David Montgomery's been on a tear these past few weeks. So I got to go Chicago here. I'm going to go 35-31.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Chicago Bear himself.
Let me add something.
It's
the Saints. It's the Saints' job to lose in the wild card to the worst team. They lost to the Vikings last year, and it's just their job. So they will. That's another thing that went into my decision.
All right. So, Mr. Chicago Bear, if you're taking the Saints, I think you're going to be getting some hate mail. So, what do you got in this game?
I'm going to go with my heart on this one. I'm going to take the Bears. That's my team.
Sir.
I'm wearing the Trubisky jersey today because this game's all on him. He's got to have a good game for the Bears to win. It's going to be tough. We're without Roquan Smith on defense and Darnell Mooney on offense. He's a big part of that offense. He's our speed guy. So, and we took the Saints to overtime the first time we played them with Nick Foles, who is trash. I get the Saints didn't have Michael Thomas for that game, but still, Drew Brees, I don't think is quite 100% yet.
Yeah.
If we can put him on the ground a few times, maybe knock him out of the game. Who knows? We got a chance. We just got to get after Brees. I think it's going to be close. I got the Bears winning 24-21.
All right. Yeah, I guess there was no shock there by Mr. Messeround. So, for me, I've been debating in my mind which way to go. But I think I gotta go with the Bears. I think you gotta stick with the division teams, and Bears are young, hungry. They got in there, but it doesn't matter how you got in there, just as long as you got in.
Plus,
I'm
gonna play the Packers next week too. If we win, we can go to Green Bay.
Listen, as long as they don't get in a slap fest, the Bears will win.
Yeah,
I'll start that again.
Yeah, but I think I still don't think Breeze is the healthiest right now. Coming off of what his injury was. So,
Will.
and do we know the updated on their Saints running game? Are they all available to
Alvin
play?
Kamara, he said it. I don't know if that means he's medically cleared, but he said he's going to be there Sunday. I have not seen anything clarifying that yet, but if he is, I still think he's going to get stopped.
Yeah, you can't knock that Bears defense no matter who's back there. I mean, that Bears defense has been known for strong defenses. So, but yeah, I got Bears close one. As long as they can stop Breeze. So, all right.
Will says Kamara is medically cleared. Thank you for clarifying.
All right. Thanks, Will. So I don't think that's going to matter. He's not playing. He's not going against the Vikings defense where he ran for every single touchdown in history. It looked like. So
he was on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Will says we're screwed because we all picked the Bears.
Yeah.
I was hoping that you guys picked the Saints, and I was the only one to pick the Bears. Thank you.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. All right, next game there, Mr. Nate. All right, Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. Mess around. We'll give you the first handle on this game.
Jeez. I'm going to go with the Browns, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take Steelers to win this game. I just don't think Cleveland has what it takes to get it done. It's their first playoff game in forever.
18 years. 18 years.
Yeah.
Unless Cleveland, the only chance they get is if they keep running the ball with Chubb and what's his name, Kareem Hunt. But I still think it's going to be a close game, though. I got it 21-17.
All right. Yeah, Landon.
Dog pound, baby. I got the Browns in this one. I got, Nick Chubb running for 100+, Kareem Hunt running for 100+, getting Kareem Hunt active in the passing game. The only thing that's going to hurt them is no head coach. So I'm going to go with the Browns in this one, and it's gonna be 17-10 Browns.
Oh, got him in a close one there, low scoring. Yeah, I gotta go with the run game. I haven't been impressed with the Steelers. I know they were 11-0, but once they started getting to stronger teams, they kind of been bailing out. So
they're terrible.
So that run game is just dominant, and any sniff of a passing game from the Browns, and they're top notch.
Well, the only thing is about their, head coach and their staff, and I'm pretty sure some of their receivers are out too. But the Steelers' defense, they're not healthy at all either. I don't even think Bud Dupree's playing. Some of their run defense is going to be lacking. So I think Nick Chubb will run all over them.
Plus, another reason I'm going with the Steelers is because last week they played, and Pittsburgh didn't have any of their starters on offense, and Cleveland barely won that game.
Yeah.
So with the starters, I think Pittsburgh's going to roll in this one.
Yeah, I can see it either way. I can see an overtime game. I can't go for a tie because there's no tie in the playoffs. So, all right. So we're kind of split on that game. So, all right, Nate. What else do we got on top today for our slides?
I think
you back there?
I think we floored Nate with our topics here. There we go. That was it. Oh, okay. All right. So,
did we miss anything? Hold on.
No, there are 6. We got them all. We got the 2 buys that. So, do we know how it sets up right now? Who plays who?
So I think I'm looking at the Packers side because I can't stand them. I hope they get beat. But I think they'll play the lowest seed. So we all had the Bears winning, so let's just go off our predictions here. The Bears will play the Packers. And I think that puts Tampa against – that'd be the Rams.
Yep.
Correct.
So that's what'll happen next round according to our predictions. So we don't know until tonight. And then the AFC side, it's just the same format. So
Yeah.
We're not clean sweep on any AFC game, I don't think. So
No.
it's a toss up. We can't really say what will be there by our predictions. So I'm looking forward to divisional so I can see the Packers get beat by 20. I wish my Seahawks could do it, but
Yeah.
not enough.
Okay. How about you, mess around? Any early predictions, or you're gonna kind of just hold tight?
I just hope that we can get blown out today and hate to see an ugly. I just want it to be close and fun and exciting, and at least for us.
All right.
I think we have a fighting chance. Like I said, we took them to overtime with Nick Foles, who's trash. So, yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I got. Anyways, I got to pop off here, guys. I got an emergency. So,
No problem. Take it easy. So, all right. So,
All right.
this past week, Monday, typical day for NFL, big day for them. They call it Black Monday. Any surprises on the coachings that we heard get let go, or somebody that should have? What do you think?
I mean, Adam Gase is let go. I don't even know how that man made it through the season. So that was obviously meant to be. I'm glad that happened for the Jets. I root for them. They're the underdogs. So hopefully they take the right pick, in my opinion, which is that tackle out of Oregon. Stick with Sam Darnold, but we'll see there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know how Gates made it through the whole season as bad as they looked. I know it's not really all coaching and stuff, but
They had a pretty weak roster too, but
yeah,
I think coaching
exactly. I still think the best move for the Jets would be is to trade that number 2 pick. I really do. I think to get more assets would be better for them.
pretty good. I mean, who they could work with the Dolphins, but I don't think the Dolphins need that second pick because the Dolphins do have 2 first-rounders. So if they could, that's probably a really stupid trade to trade the 3rd pick, and I'm pretty sure they have like the 18th pick or something like that. That'd be stupid, but
that's why we're here and they're making those big decisions, and getting paid the big bucks. MVP race. Is it a lock that? Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. I know, it's been a debate all year, but I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers locked it. It'd be kind of nice to see him and Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
I think we will.
I think we will too. I think the Bills. The Bills do have a good chance, but I think Packers got. I ain't gonna say an easy run because you're in the playoffs, but they look to be the favorite in.
I hope not.
NFC. Oh yeah, you got to root for who you got to root for. So, but with that being said, what do you kind of expect the game for this first week to be, or first weekend of playoffs? What do you think the game of the week will turn out to be?
It'll be the Ravens versus the Titans because they're exact teams. They run heavy teams, and it'll be low scoring. So I'm excited to see that. It'll be which team's tougher, and that's why I took the Ravens.
Okay. Yeah, I think it actually might be the Steelers and Browns. I mean, they just played a week ago. Like Messerell said before he had to leave, Steelers were just down some starters, so that could definitely play a factor. But Nate, I want you to bring up your comment again. What do you think of this? I think you said Bills versus Packers in the Super Bowl. Bills going over. What do you think? I mean,
Josh Allen's a really good quarterback. I don't know. Yesterday, they didn't show me enough. I mean, the Colts almost beat them. And if you want to be the 2 seed in the AFC, which is a strong conference right now, you've got to beat the Colts by 10 points plus. You're going to go up against the Chiefs in that firepower offense. I don't even see them getting past the AFC Championship.
Ooh, yeah, I like the pick, but I don't know. Like you said, I mean, Bills didn't do much to impress last night, and have to take dominance over the last top 2 seeds and the top seeds in both conferences. That's going to be tough. Speaking of Allen, any chances that he gets ahead of Mahomes in the MVP voting? I mean, is it 1-2 him, or is he like 3? I mean,
my 3 is Rodgers, Allen, and Derrick Henry. And it's going to stay that way. Aaron Rodgers will win. I want to go to that comment that says refs bailed out the Bills in the last 3 minutes. No, they didn't. They gave the Colts the call. If it would have been a fumble, sure. I mean, I think it was a fumble. Then I guess that would have been bailing out the Bills. But in reality, it went on the Colts side. The Colts got the ball back where he was taken down, which was like the 50-yard line, and they were stupid, used all the timeouts too early, and they didn't have any timeouts. So Phillip Rivers, he can throw a ball 10 yards with accuracy. He can't throw any deeper than that, and he had to heave one downfield. That's why they lost.
Yeah, when it comes to the refs, I've always, don't let the refs decide the game. I mean, plain and simple. If they start deciding the games, then there's no point in playing. Just let the refs pick the winners. So you play good enough, the refs can't decide the game. Even if they make a bad call or a good call for your team. So Landon, anything else off the top of your mind? Any late breaking news or anything you got?
No, I'm just ready for that debate.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. We'll see what happens. I don't know what Messerel's emergency was, but yeah, if you're joining the network all week or within the few weeks, we're doing debates between our compadres. Today would have been myself and Messerel. I was going to actually have Landon just throw out a topic there to give you guys a little preview on what the debate was going to be like. But unfortunately, we can't. Yeah, it's going to be good. The topics we got are going to be on fire, no doubt about it. But so far, if you guys are watching and want to check out the debates or want to know who won, the first matchup was Jay versus Freddie, I believe.
Yep.
And Jay took that.
The first one was Bill versus Trey, and then it was Freddie versus Jay, and then Jay sweeps Freddie.
Yep.
So now
and then the winner of today's debate, myself and Messeron, will be facing Will. So that'll be a good one down the road. And then Landon, who do you got coming up?
I got the Sarge Tim Fielder on Tuesday night. Y'all can check that out Tuesday. I'm not sure what time yet, but there's really no point in watching. It's going to be a sweep. I'm not sleeping, so there's no point in watching.
All right, Tim, you listening? Yeah, the gauntlet has been set. So, Landon, before we close out, since we only had a few games to cover, tell them about the T-shirts. How can our fans win a free T-shirt?
Yeah, if you didn't hear at the beginning of the show, if you comment, share, like, and follow our page, and you're in on all the streams, you can be entered to win Viewer of the Month. When you are Viewer of the Month, you can win a free T-shirt, free ASAP T-shirt. We can get that out to you, and yeah, it's really simple. All you got to do is comment, share, like, and follow our page.
Yes, and if they don't like to do that, you just get in contact with one of our hosts on the ASAP Network, and we'll set you up with the free with the shirt, $14.99 plus shipping and handling. So I did see a comment before we close out. Bring it up from Tim. Pretty much the same thing I just said. Yeah, just like in boxing, you don't let the judges, So, but
right.
But I also want to give a shout out to Tim because he's halfway across the world over in Italy. He's one of my good friends. So shout out to him. You're in the drawing for the free T-shirt, bud. So with that being said, stay tuned. Just in a little bit, we'll have our debate, hopefully, between me and Messeround. After that, there will be a post-game, pre-game show in between the playoff games. Nate, if I'm wrong, please correct me. And then tonight, you'll get to see myself again and mess around as they go in between the ropes and talk a little wrestling tonight. So with that being said, Landon, any last thoughts?
Nope. Nate, you can go ahead and sign us off.
All right, Nate, sign us off. See you guys there.
All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making the plays. We talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, never the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace up the field, so type the laces. All sports, all plays. Network. All sports, all plays. Network. We on top of our game. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays.